So we left off on dot pop item yesterday. So is anybody having any doubt so far in any of the topic? Like हमने कल dictionaries we started, we ended up with set, and बाकी जो अभी तक हमने किया है any of the topic. Is anybody having any confusion so far? What about others? Like we have 12 people here. Jaspreet, Parth, Rahul, Sonia. Anusha, Anshul, like quick questions. सोनिया वो प्रॉब्लम अभी तक सॉल्व नहीं हुई आपका एनाकोंडा अच्छा ओके 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 देन मूविंग ऑन so dot pop item as I told you yesterday it will remove the last inserted key n number of time you run this command so that many number of time the last element will be deleted and at a point your dictionary might get empty if it's not that too big ठीक है So okay, this I've just tried doing one operation here कि कैसे कर सकते हैं. So what I've done here, try doing here that I wanted to iterate over my dictionary and see if the key name is equals to age. Then I wanted that the value of age should be updated, and also along with that a new key value pair to be added into my dictionary. So this was what was done here. Key simple for loop in order to iterate over the elements for x and y d dot items in order to get both key value pair. Then x, the very first element will be always referring to keys. The second element will be referring to values. So I've just checked that if the key is equals to age, then this is the way how we update a value. Just given the key name, I'm giving a new value, it means it will overwrite my existing value. So if I'm saying x here, so if I'm saying if x is equals to age, so when I'm talking about d square bracket x, then I'm saying about that d, and in bracket we have age. So d age, then I'm assigning a value of 55. And then along with that, the next line, I'm inserting a new key value pair. And when I'm printing my dictionary, so originally you see it's 23 here. And after this line number 5, you see we're able to make change to age. Now it's 55, it's not 23. Also, since name was already there with having the value as Sam, now I've updated the value of name with ABC, and you see we are able to see the change. So, like we can perform operation. This was just a simple example. You can check for conditions as well. Like you can use if else in dictionaries. You can look for values and keys. Similarly, this was what was done here. That so here we did a check for a key name. Now here we are doing a check for a value. That if D and the key name is equals to 23, then assign it a value of 55. And along with that, like you can update Sam or you can insert a new value. So here, sorry. So here a new value is inserted at line number 5. Or just like we did above, you can update the name key value pair. So we checked for a key condition here in this cell, and we checked for a value condition here. So you can do such kind of things if at any point आपको लगे that you have to use an if else, if else, जो भी है you can use that. But for that you have to specifically call for keys and values and then उसके according करना पड़ेगा. Okay. This we have done it. इनमें कोई confusion है like how this if else is blocked or and again I've not given my else block. You see here else block is not given neither in this cell neither in this cell. So it's not mandatory that you give else command. It will run without else as well. ये भी हमने किया अभी तक पहले. So once you're done, बता देना. I'll scroll down then. Nisha, by this command, we are, see what was x here. Okay, let me bring in the pencil, pen. So if I'm saying if I'm saying x is equals to age, it means I'm checking for a condition, ठीक है? And इसके बाद if this condition holds true, तभी ये इस line पे आएगा, correct? And then if I'm saying d and what was x here? Age. So if I'm saying dx, तो वो d age को refer करेगा. So this is something like you're related, you're not hard coding anything. अगर x की value you're changing this value, then this value will be automatically updated. तो अगर मेरा x यहाँ पे age है, तो x will be your age here. So d and in square brackets you are referring the key age. Okay. बाकी सबका भी हो गया. Anusha is done. What about others, please? I want everybody to participate. We have 14 people now here. Okay. Let me zoom in. It might help you out. Okay. What is syntax EOL? So Arzo, if not just for you, for everybody, wherever you encounter an EOL, means there is something wrong. And where it is pointing out also in your code, it is pointing out at this name equals to an ABC. So there is something missing here. Try finding out. Uh, got it? ठीक है. UL में मतलब कुछ शुरू किया है वो close नहीं हुआ है. And always look for these kind of pointers, like where they are pointing in your code. Then it will help you a lot to find out what was wrong. And shall I move on? Okay then. Simple, yes. If you want to delete a key, then we used pop item, and yes, we used update. But in order to delete a key here, then just like we did in give me a second. I'm looking for something. So if you want to delete a key, then just like we did in set and tuple, this keyword will work always. So del is a keyword. Yes, here. So just write del and the specific key name, and then that key will be automatically deleted with the respective value. And if you say del d, so del will delete anything. If you specify a key here, that key will be deleted. If you specify a dictionary, then the dictionary will be deleted. So just the del keyword and nothing else, a space and the key name and the dictionary name if you want to delete a dictionary. D dot clear is another command which will empty your dictionary. So there is a difference between emptying your dictionary and deleting it. When you empty it, then it means you have a empty dictionary. So values nahi hai, you can insert values. It is empty, but values can be given into it. But when I'm saying del D, it means I'm just completely deleting it. Now my dictionary even don't exist. So how do I insert? So in order to, then I have to create a new dictionary. Okay, so you have to, that if you want to clear the elements, you have to, you want an empty dictionary, then d dot clear will help you out. Or if you want to delete it, then just del D and it will delete your dictionary, sorry. where Sonia, like हमने यही तो किया था अभी, like where do you want me to scroll? आकाश कौन सा समझ नहीं आया, बताओ मुझे. Like what was not clear, Akash? Okay, see, let me print you. So if I'm saying D dot clear and then I'm printing my D here, you see what did I get? An empty dictionary. So clear will clear all the elements from your dictionary. So you have an empty dictionary left with you. Okay, but if I'm saying del D, then what it will do? It will just delete my dictionary. Now my dictionary even won't exist. So if I just run this command here, and I'm printing my dictionary again, you see what it says, name D is not defined. So this will delete your dictionary and clear will clear all the elements from your dictionary and you'll get an empty dictionary when you do a clear command. Okay. हो गया सबका? Okay then. So we are done with dictionaries as well. Now coming on to the last data type, that is tuple. So they are another form. So we have done list, set, dictionaries, and tuple. And in these data types, in Python, values are stored like different ways and different ways to access them. So tuple is another way where you can store values, and they are called immutable. So if I'm saying immutable means just like my sets, dictionaries, and lists were mutable, but they are immutable because once a tuple is defined, you cannot delete it, and you cannot delete it. You cannot delete anything from it. They cannot be changed. Neither you cannot add any value. So once they're defined, they are defined. आप बस उनको कुछ तरह से access कर सकते हो, but ना उसमें कुछ insert कर सकते, ना ना उसमें कुछ ना आप उसमें से कुछ हटा सकते हो, now like cannot delete anything or insert anything, so they are called immutable for this reason. Okay, so tuples are divided using defined using this round bracket. So anything written in a round bracket will be a tuple. So if I'm saying round brackets and all these values, and again tuple will accept all kind of values. There is no such restrictions that only integer should be given or string should be given or float should be given. So here I've defined a tuple, and again repetition is allowed. So repetition wali problem, only sets are there to cater that problem. Otherwise, you can repetition will be allowed in everywhere. Okay. Dictionaries में repetition is not allowed for keys. You can have repeated values but not repeated keys. Okay. So here we have defined a tuple and the values are within the round brackets. And you see this is our tuple. And how to check the data type here? Just type tu and it says tuple. Okay. So only very few commands can be performed on tuple. The very first is indexing. It can be performed. So if I'm saying tu and it's for bracket 1, then it means I'm asking that give me the element at index 1. So what was here? It was 2. So I got my result has to be 2. Similarly, this, as I already told you, cannot be inserted, cannot be updated. So if I run this command, what was this command for? Like if this was a list here, then the value which was at index 0 would have been overwritten by the value A. Agar dictionary hota, and if 0 would have been my key, then the value at key 0 would have been updated by this A. But since this is tuple, so nothing such can be done here. You cannot update a value, you cannot insert a value, you cannot remove a value. So I've already written here. So let me define this tuple, and then I'll show you. So you see here, tuple object does not support item assignment. So such kind of operations cannot be performed onto tuple. They will throw error. आप indexing कर सकते हो. If I say even -1, I'm able to get to this last step. So indexing can be performed, but not any update or insert. Similarly, another operation which can be performed on tuple is count. So you can count. Okay, पहले ये कर लो, then I'll move to count. Okay, then moving on. So now the next command which is allowed in tuple is count command. So this will allow you to count the occurrence of an element. So if an element, let's say, how many, do we have any repetition here? Yes. So let's say I want to count the number of time value A has occurred into my tuple. So you see it gave me 5. So whatever value you feed into your round parenthesis, it will return the count of that value. And just the last command which can be performed, it will give you the index value. Similar to list, you just write in any value here, and if you want to fetch the index of that value, just type in the value here. And this command tu is referring to this tuple, and dot index is the function name which will give you the index value of this abc. So only just these limited commands in tuple and we are good to go then. So index, count, and yeah, just indexing again, like you want to fetch the element by given index. So only very few commands are allowed in tuple. So this way we are done with tuple as well, because we don't have much more in tuple. Okay. So here this is a nested tuple, just like nested list. You can define a nested tuple as well. So it's maybe the element at index 0 is a tuple, then the element at index 1 is a list. Here you see element at index 2 is 89, then last element is go. Okay, so you can give a mix and match. And again, if you want to refer to this one, just like we did in list, same indexing will be same way. So what is my T1, TD1 here? 0. This was my TD1. So out of this one, I want to go to till 25. So 0, 1, 2 till 43. If I'm saying 2 here, then means I'm asking for 43. If I just print this, we say I've gotten 43. And in order to convert a tuple to a list, you just have to write the keyword list here. And in round brackets, the name of tuple you want to convert. And if I do this, you see which was my tuple is now converted to a list. And how we can see that? We have square brackets now at the end, just like in list. Okay. So you can do the type conversion as well. You can make it as a set. You can make it as a list. You cannot make it as a dictionary, because dictionary may you need a key value pair. So set and list are good to go with tuple, but not dictionaries. Any confusion so far? Any questions? Similarly, a list can be converted to a tuple by using this. So things interconversions can be done, and you just have to use the keyword. For list, list. For set, it is set. For dictionary, dict. For tuple, tuple. Okay. It can be converted. See what I've done here. Converted them to a list. Line number 8. Interconversions can be always done. There are limitations with dictionary, because dictionary takes in a pair, key value pair, and if we do not have such kind of thing here. So that cannot be done, but set and list are good to go with tuple, and vice versa for them as well. Type list, where Anusha, which line? Or like you're asking me a question. Hanji, Sonia, we're done with dictionary. Yes. We can just turn on your mic and say Anusha. So we did, Sonia, we did them. Because you have defined a list, Anusha. You see this, what kind of brackets you have used, square or round? When you're defining LST, you use square brackets. So, and they are a form of list. You have to use round brackets in order to make a tuple. If the brackets which I've used are wrong, that's why you're getting the type as list. This you're talking about? Okay. Any questions, anybody? I will not. I will. I'm asking you guys to differentiate now. What is the difference between list, tuple, and dictionary? This is my question for you because uh, we have done all of them. So list is mutable, yes. Sonia says list is mutable, correct. Tuple is immutable, correct. Dictionaries. Another difference. What about dictionaries? Is mutable too. Syntax, yes. Key value pair mutable. Indexing cannot be done. If you, Akash, if you have a key value pair, then will you go for set or will you go for a list? Then automatically you will go for a dictionary. But if you just have simple values, then you can go for a list. And if at some point you don't want duplicacy to happen, then you might go with set. And at some point you have a list of values which you do not want to alter at any, like anyhow you don't want to change the values. They're so important कि आपको जैसे है वैसे ही रखने हैं. So in that case you might go with tuple. Okay. Clear wire nahi hua abhi bhi. If there is a combination key value pair, uh, then we go with dictionaries. If we want unique elements, that I'm having a list of values and out of that I just want unique values from that, then I will create a set of that list. And from that set, once it is created, I don't want any more values to be added to it, to deleted to it. So I can convert it to a tuple. So once I've defined that set to be a tuple, so nothing can be changed to it. So like they all depend what is your requirement. आकाश क्लियर हुआ? पहले ये बताओ. I solve your problem, Anshul, एक बार. Let me help out Akash. Okay. So list uses square bracket. Lists are mutable. Acha, you're giving me the answer, Anshul. Yeah, ठीक है. Good. Yeah, correct. Lists are mutable. Tuples are immutable. Dictionary, they have key value pair and they are mutable. Anshul, they are mutable. Dictionaries are also mutable. You can insert a new value. So we do. So to do change in tuple, yes. If you want to make if you want to make changes to a tuple, you need to convert it to a list and then make changes to it and then back again to a tuple. Yes, they are the basics, Akash. You should know. आपको पता होना चाहिए what are tuples, इनके क्या क्या operation allowed है, list में क्या क्या चीजें allowed है. They'll help you out. Coding up when you come to model making in every end में, तो it's a combination of all. आप अभी 10 चीजें सीखोगे तो 10 चीजें यूज करके आप एक मॉडल बना पाओगे. जब हम डेटा क्लीनिंग का पार्ट करते हैं, when we clean our data, when we pre-process our data, तो उसमें वो बेसिक्स वाली चीजें ही यूज होती है. देयर आर लाइब्रेरीज, pandas is there, but along with that you will need these basics as well, because हर चीज यूज करके you do not know what, like कैसा आउटपुट आपको चाहिए, तो उस केस में you do not know कि आपको कौन सी कमांड की जरूरत पड़ जाए. So you should know what these commands are, so that if you have a problem of such kind, then you are aware कि अच्छा ऐसा कुछ होता है and I can solve this problem using that command. So for that purpose, it is good to know what all options you have. If you are good with basics, of be it any library or for be it this Python basics, then आपकी programming अपने आप अच्छी हो जाएगी. Because अगर हमें लॉजिक्स पता हो, नॉट जस्ट लॉजिक, हमें पता होगा कि क्या क्या चीजें अवेलेबल हैं, तो वो आसान हो जाता है टू लुक फॉर अ सोल्यूशन. ठीक है. Then some of the very few inbuilt operations. So just you feed in a set here. This will work everywhere, not just with set tuple. It will work with just feed in the name max, and I've given a set inside, and it will give me maximum value. Similarly, for minimum, I've given a tuple, and it gave me minimum value. Then ABS refers to absolute, and if you and what absolute value is for, like, sorry, it's for converting a negative value to a positive. So ABS will always convert a negative to a positive. Any number you given here, let's say 78, then you see it's converted to positive. So ABS is this way used. So round is used to round off your number. Okay, automatically. So if I'm saying 2 here, then it rounded off to 1. So it's all depending upon the next value after this decimal. If it's below 5, it will be converted to a lower value, and if it's above 5, just हमारा mathematics वाला rule है, it will be converted to a upper value. ठीक है. And by using this round, I want to round up this value and to the number of decimal places, so it can be given by a comma. So if I'm saying round and just round off this value, comma 2, so I'm asking that round off my this number to these many digits. And you see when I'm printing the value, I'm getting 1.54. Okay, similarly, you can control, you can just say 1 here, then you'll get 1.5. So these are like some of like few operations जो बहुत use होते हैं frequently when you work with data. तो you should know them. ये तो याद होने ही चाहिए आपको. Then another one is I'll give you this also. So फिर okay. Then last one we have is like if you have a list and you want a sum of that list, then just feed in that list here. Let's say if I'm just feeding in sum here. If I'm just feeding, I'm just giving sum, and into this I'm giving my list name. So I'll get 18 here. And let's say let's say I want to add any value to this sum of the values. So I just do it is plus 10. Let's say I want to add 10 to it. So I don't have to give a plus sign here. I have to give this value which is to be added to the sum by a comma, separated by a comma. Now my sum will be added by 10, and see it came out to be 28. So if you just want the real value, just use this sum and in open close bracket give the function, sorry, give the list name, or you can add an additional value as well here. So this way also it will work. So we are done with these dictionaries, set, tuple, and everything. Now we'll start with a new topic. And this will sum will work for tuple as well. It's not that it won't work with tuple. It will work with tuple as well. It will work with dictionaries. So sorry, not dictionaries. It will work with set. So it's good to go with everything. You see, I'm able to sum up all the values from this set, and I'm able to add 10 to it. Once you're done, please tell me. Okay, moving on. Now what we'll be doing next is opening a file and like writing to a file. So shall I close this notebook? Yeah, somebody still left to work with. Like still doing. Okay. So the next concept is writing to a file. So what this is about, let's say at some point you are referring to a data and you want to save this data to your system. So what you can do is you can use these commands and write that data to your system. Like you just feel like if talking about like is getting some data and you just want to right away write it to file. So uske liye the command is here. So file, this is the variable just I've created. Then this is the function name open. You have to write open here and then the name of file which you want to create. If I'm saying here, if this file is not there into your system, Python will create this file with the same name, and W stands for like with intention to write to it. So if this file is not there, then it will be created in the same folder in which my Jupyter notebook is. So when I run this command, it will create my new file with intention to write. Now what this is stored into, like this command is stored into this variable file here. So once you have created your file, you need to write something to it. So if I'm saying file, then for the command for that is file dot write. So dot write function means you want to write something to it. So this is the very first line which I want to write. Then I want to write, yes, text file. Arzo text file. You can use any other extension. You can use a doc. You can use an Excel. So it will work for each and every. You just have to give the correct extension. So according to that, your file will be created. It's not mandatory that you just have to give text. You can give a CSV as well, and then a new file will be created with the same name and same type which you wanted. So this command will create my new file into the same folder with this name and with an intention to write. And once I've specified this write intention, I need to write to it. So dot write is the function name. Like this is the very first line which I want to write to my this test file underscore 2. Then after that, I want to add these many lines as well. So you can add as many lines by using dot write command. So three-step process here. The very first step, creating a file. Second step is writing to that file whatsoever you want and as many lines you want. After that, you need to close it. If you do not close it, you won't like upcome, it will be open at some point and then you might not be able to see the changes you make. So if you have opened a file, if you have created a file and you have written something to it, you have to close it. So this is like one process here. Okay. Now, abhi ke liye, let me show you this only. एक second. So when I run this command, now when I go to my folder and I'll see a test file underscore 2 will be created into my Jupyter into the same folder. And you see this is test file underscore 2 and you see all these values which I've written there are into my this txt file which I've opened using Jupyter only. Okay. Dot write में क्या होता है? Okay, this was like I want to write 10 lines. I have to write it 10 times. So this is painful. So another way to do the same thing is you just create a list. Like this command will always come. No, it will open. Yeah, if you have done, you will be able to see the result. Was I not? कह रहे आप आकाश? Open is the keyword. Open is the function name which does this thing. It will create a file using Python into your system. It's not opening a file. No, it's a function name which will create a file into your system with this given name and with an intention. अगर आप यहाँ पे W लिखेंगे तो we have much more ways. So we just did W now. So with an intention to write. ठीक है, so you have to specify the intention that if you want to create a file, what is your intention? You want to write it, you want to read it, you want to append it. अभी we are just doing write here, so you have to give the file name with extension and कि आपको उसमें लिखना है, क्या लिखना है? You have to do these commands file dot write, because what is file referring to? File is referring to this file name where we have said that we want to write something here, then dot write, and then you have to close. Akash, can you like turn on your mic and say mail? I'm getting आप saying file already system में है and we are opening in Python. मतलब इससे हम नई system नई file बना रहे हैं. You are not having test file or I was not having test file underscore 2 in my system. I'm just creating a new file into my system using this command. It was not there. Confusion दूर हुआ आकाश? You're still confused. Yes, you can. You just have to specify the extension. If you want to have a CSV file, then just give .csv. If you want to have an Excel file, then just give the extension of XLS. You can create file with different. If you want to have a document, then just give doc. तो उस according आपकी file create हो जाएगी. Clear हुआ? Yes. In which folder you are working, the same folder this file will be created. जिस folder में आपका code है अभी, उसी folder में. Not anywhere else. Same folder. Okay, anybody else is having any question? पहले सिर्फ ये करके देखो, and then try opening this file into your system. You will be able to do it. किसी को कोई question हो, confusion हो तो please tell me. Now see, like, what do we mean by name it anything? मतलब, yes, you can. Yeah, you can give any name here. It's not mandatory to give file here. You can give any name here, but जो आप नाम यहाँ दोगे, you have to give that specific name here as well. If you are giving here, let's say ABC, then you have to say ABC dot write, ABC dot write, and then ABC dot close. It has to be same everywhere. Okay, so are you all able to create a file and you see what all you have written into your file? Are you able to see it? Okay. Now another way to do the same thing is like I wanted to write, let's say I want to write 10 line here, then I have to repeat this process 10 times, and which is not the ideal way to do, although you do it that way, but we have another way for that thing as well. So for this case again, sorry, okay, let me do it for W for now. W stands for intention to write. Okay? If I'm saying W, it means I want to write to a file. Now, what I've done here, like I gave individual, like, Hanji Akash, good to go. It is showing 10. You have not closed it. You need to close it. File dot close. Close it as well. File dot close. Write this command as well. This last one. File dot close. आकाश एक बार आप पहले पूरा ओपन करो, write to it and then close it. That is, if you do not close it, that was the default number given by Python. वो एक error code is given by Python. So you have not closed it. That's why you are seeing that. So whenever you write something to a file, you need to close it, and then only you'll get proper output. अभी कर दो close and then run your cell again, and then go to your folder and see. ठीक है? Now this was writing one by one. Now if you can do this way as well. That is, you can create a list of values or list of text data which you want to write to your file, and then this command is again, I'm creating a new file here, and then file fh.write lines. So initially what we did was write, for writing one thing at a time. Now I want to write multiple lines with one command. So we have we have write lines here. And what do you want to write is this list name, lines of text. So I've fed that into this round brackets. And after the writing part is done, I have closed my file. And when I run this, when I run this here now, this hello.txt will be created to my system. So you see, it's done now. I'm able to see, I'm able to open it, and I'm able to write to my this new file. Okay, so another way, like you can write one line at a time, or you can give in multiple lines all together by creating a list of values, and then you can write them using dot write lines. This is different. Okay, so two ways to solve to do a thing. Clear hua? Like how do we write multiple lines all together? Which line, Komal? 15. What we have done is, what is this? This is a list. I want to, like, one was, let's say these are 4 lines. Either I use this way, that I write it this kind of command 4 times, and then I use dot write, and then pehle I'll write this one, then dot write, then I'll write this one. Sorry. But I don't want to do this much of work. I just want one line of command which will write all these. So मुझे एक list तो बनानी पड़ेगी ना, that I want to create a document having all these things written into it. So this is for that purpose, because I've created this list. I want to write all these to my document. So this is what I've fed in here. So if I'm saying fh dot write lines, and what is to be written inside the brackets, lines of text, and it is this list. So it will pick these values from this list, and it will write them to my fh. Sorry, hello.txt. Okay. Okay, so Abhi, let's have a break of 5 to 6 minutes or 10 minutes, and then we'll begin with another operation. Okay. So till then, आप करके देखो, if any questions or doubt, तो मुझे बताना. So just having a break of 10 minutes. Okay. Sonia, what this? What's wrong, Sonia? Show me your code, Sonia. Show me your code, or like send in me. Yeah. So what we have written is, you have not used open close brackets after close. You see this one, they are missing. Close is a function, just like open, close is another function, and we have not called that function properly. Okay, okay then, going for a break, and we'll be back after 10 minutes. Okay, is everybody back? So let's start. Sorry Akash, actually वो message डालना होता है that going for a break, or that's why. Uh, Anusha, thanks Anusha for helping Akash. Good to go. Okay, so everybody's here. So ठीक है, this was all about write operation. Now write में क्या होता है? If I run this command 10 times, then there won't be any change here. But now let's say I want to like stack, I want to like append to the file, जैसे हम list में करते थे ना. Now let me do here just one change. Initially it was W here, I'll just do A here. Now A refers to append operation. Now the number of time I run this command, before that I need to close it. Wherever I've opened it, I need to close it. The number of times I run this command, this will be like, I will have like, let me show you. So once I've run this command, now second time, now third time, and now fourth time, and the last is fifth time. ठीक है? Now when I see this command, when I open my hello.txt, हाँ जी आकाश, ये file, yes, it will create a file. Okay, wait, I'll see your code. Just send me a code here. Keep blank URL, I'll see it. Now, since I've run this command 5 times, now when I open my hello.txt into my system, then you'll see that these many lines are written these many number of times. You see, now I've opened my hello.txt. So when I was doing a write command, I was only able to write, even if I was running that 10 times, then I was just having these 4 lines. But now when I'm doing the A here, A refers to append operation. You see the number of times I run my command there, the number of times that operation is performed. You see? So that is the difference. Okay, दोनों में आकाश blank आ रही है. So you got to understand between this keyword here. If I'm writing W, it means I'm writing to a file. If I'm writing A here, it means I'm appending to my file. So the number of time I'll run it, I will be appending to that file. So once a thing is written, then I can append more. I can change these values, and then I can append. Then I can again change, then I can append. So my document will have all those values which I want to write. Okay, so आपने लिखा है, this should work. इसमें आई थिंक दिस शुड वर्क. आर यू एबल टू वर्क, लाइक ये वाली कमांड चल रही है आपकी? एंड देन अनदर वन. यस आकाश, इन दिस वन एज अनुषा सेज, जो आपने राइट लाइंस लिखा है, व्हाट यू आर क्लोजिंग हियर, यू आर क्लोजिंग फाइल. आप किस में लिख रहे हो? एफ एच में, राइट? एंड व्हाट यू आर क्लोजिंग? फाइल. सो fh dot close, not file dot close. It will be fh. जिसमें आपने लिखा है that has to be closed. Okay. So is the operation of append is also clear? Like इसमें कोई doubt है how it is different from write? And And again, if this file is not there in my system, let's say if I'm giving no problem. And let's say if I'm giving, let's say hello underscore hello. Again, this file is not there into my system. Append will also create this file. Now, when I run this and when I go to my folder, then hello underscore hello, just like write, this will also create a file. But एक difference यही है that the number of time you run it, it will keep on adding the values below it. Append भी file create करेगा, and if you give a write operation of W, then that will also create a file. ठीक है? So both ways will work. Either use W, either use A. Yes. No, it is an inbuilt function. You see, it's dot and write lines, and within parentheses giving something. So it is an inbuilt function. हमने अभी तक बनाया नहीं है. We have not done. We have not started functions yet. Yes, append will like it will keep on updating the new text. जो जैसे मैंने ये एक बार लिखा, तो this will be added to my this text file. I run it again, तो ये फिर से add हो जाएगा. मैं फिर से run करूँगी, फिर से add हो जाएगा. So it will keep on adding. So my the values in my text will keep on increasing the number of time I append this file. Any confusion so far? किसी को कोई doubt हो? ठीक है. Now the next one is, let's say you want to read a file. That is अभी we just created hello.txt. हमने multiple files create की. So everything will be same. You just have to change this. W was for writing, A was for appending. Now if you want to read, then you have to use R here. So if I'm saying open, and for this your file has to be there into your system. Now it will open my hello.txt with an intention to read, and I'm saying, and what is and it is getting stored into a file, correct? So and I can do this way as well, that is print and file.read. So जो भी इस hello.txt में था, as it is getting stored into this object file, and now I'm reading this object. Like I'm reading file.read, and .read is again an inbuilt function. And when I'm printing, you see with append हमने जो किया था last, this was the append command जो हमने last यहाँ change करके किया था. You see, I have added so many lines of text here, and I'm able to see all of them. And I'm using this R operation here, and I'm reading this complete file in one go. Read operation clear है? इसमें you do not need to close it or nothing, just .read is good to go. And उससे पहले you have to specify which file you want to open and with what intention you want to open. You want to read it or you want to do what? Any confusion? Okay then. I think you might have, all of you might have done this command as well. So shall I move on to the next one, or somebody still left to do this? Okay. This is append explain. This append together. So if you do not want such kind of scenario, then you can just write one by one at a time using .write. So .write lines is when you want to write multiple lines altogether, or you can use simple .write. जो हमने the very initial command which we did was this .write. So you can use this also with append. It will work fine with this. And again, once you have written, you need to close it. This is again the same thing. You are reading this file, and there is a difference in this one. Okay, this file does not exist. What the name of given was underscore two. Let me give hello. Now if I say here, ये दोनों command हमने कर लिए, 16 and 34 we have done them. 16, again same thing. Now let's say I want to just read like few characters of my data, what is written into that file. I don't want to read complete file. I just want to read initial few characters. This is only for characters. Then बाकी सब same है, file dot read and everything is same, only just we specify the number of characters you want to read. So if you give a 10 here, then and again spaces are also counted in Python. So you see we have a space and that is counted along in 10. So you can specify the number of characters you want to read, and then as per that, the very first, let's say if you're saying 10 or any other number, so initial those many characters will be printed to you. Okay. So this was specifically for characters, and when you want to just read the very first line, then we have used this will be same everywhere with an intention to read. The only difference comes out to be in the second one. Just say मेरा यहाँ second में we specify the number of characters here. Here in the second line, I'm specifying read line. So by this, I will be reading the very first line of my file, जिसमें I've made the changes. Okay. Now I read lines. It will read your complete file. जैसे हमने ये किया था ना, file dot read, this one which we did here. This is similar to dot read lines, but उसमें क्या है difference? इसमें क्या है? Like it will give you the exact copy what you have written. Like when we were writing our text data, we have included /n, right? Ideally, they are representing new line, and they were treated as new line when we did the append command. हमने जब file देखा, they were taken as new line. So when I'm doing this dot read, I'm getting the actual representation of my data which I wanted it to be. And when I'm doing dot read lines, तो जो मैंने लिखा था exact वही आ रहा है. Like they are not into new lines. I'm just getting a list of things which I have written into my file. ठीक है? So different operations. So you can use either. This is for few characters. This is for reading first line, and this is for reading entire text, but visible in a different format. Naveen, like where, which cell you were asking about? Like yes, by read lines you'll get the output in form of a list. Okay. Once you're done, please tell me. Okay, so just like read, हमारा read से क्या आता है, you are getting the complete file in one go. You can use a for loop also, otherwise required नहीं है, because उससे भी we were able to read the complete file. So I just used a for loop here, that for line in file. And what is file referring to? Again, my read operation, and what I'm reading is this file underscore 2.txt, and then I'm printing that line. So you see, I'm able to print. So just a similar thing, nothing, there's no much difference. Dot read me, and then I'm just iterating over this object and I'm printing it. Either use dot read, that will also give you the result, or you can iterate over the object and get the result line by one. Okay, now the next command, moving on, we have zip functionality. So what it does is same cheese है, बस loop लगा दिया, nothing else. Okay. Now another one is we have a zip functionality. Zip क्या करेगा? It will club two things together. So now we have two lists here, L1 and L2 here. I want to create like another, dictionary key value pair kind of thing, or another just list where okay, let me bring in where my A is associated with, where I'm having a pair, just like in key value pair, मेरा एक pair बन जाए, where where A and 9 are all together, G and 8 are all together, 1 and J are all together. You see, like respective index में, the value at, okay. मैं zip वाले समझाने तो दो आकाश, पहले समझ लो, then I'll give you time to code. Okay. Okay, so when I do a zip, so I'll get such kind of result that जो respective index में थोड़ा समझाने के लिए मैंने spacious बना दिया. So I'll get a combination of this. I'll get a combination of this. Like all these two values from list 1 and list 2 will be written together. So second index पे ये combination है, third पे ये combination. That is when you want to club two values together and those two values come up from different lists. So उस case में we use the functionality of zip. Okay, so if I'm saying here, so I've written zip, and what I want to zip is L1 and L2 all together, and I want the result to be in the form of a dictionary. Okay. So you see the respective key and pair came out to be A was clubbed with 9, G was clubbed with 8, I was clubbed with J, sorry 1, 5 was with 7, and so on. So you can, and one more thing here, and I can do a list as well for this one. Let's say list. You see now I'm having a list where this came out to be my tuple. Dictionary लिया तो key value pair बन गया. Tuple लिया, sorry list लिया तो ये tuple बन गया. अगर मैं tuple लूंगी तो भी tuple ही बनेगा. So this is the way it stores the elements in this way. Okay. Now one thing is there. Now we had equal number of the length was equal for both the lists. We had a one, like we had a word for another, so the length equal thi, so I was like all the elements were catered. But what if I just have another element? So I'll just say here new one. So I do not have anything for new one. मेरा word तक इसके साथ A के साथ 9 था, G के साथ 8 था, 1 के साथ J था, and so on. And the last element like word was clubbed with word 2. But I do not have anything for this new one. So when I run this command, I won't get any result for new one. You see, there are no result. So till the length of your list are matching, then only you are able to do the zip command. उसके बाद अगर कुछ length में mismatch है, so that won't happen because there is no respective another value for new one in list L2. So if there is, तो वो उसके साथ club हो जाता, but since there is no, so and like say N2 I'm giving here. Now it will give me the result for new one because I've inserted in another element N2 for new one. So you should know कि as per the length of your list, your results may vary. अगर length same नहीं है तो आपके result आपकी हर list का हर element cater नहीं होगा. Yes, it is mandatory. You have to define this way. You have to define in what kind of results you want. Without this, it will give you just a function that wrapper class वो result नहीं दिखाएगा. You have to define a list or you have to define it in form of a dictionary. Okay. Any confusion in zip? Simple functionality है. One to one club कर देती है values को. Values at same index come together. Is anybody having any question? या doubt? हाँ जी कोमल बताओ. True and false. 0, 1, true, false, they are all binary. Boolean binary. ठीक है. Now code हो गया आपका. Shall I move on? Okay. It will work with this as well. If you make it as a tuple, it will work. It will work. Yes. Or if a combination of both, it will still work. Only the condition is कि जो length होगी वहां तक combine हो जाएगा. See, it is able. My L1 is a tuple, and I've made L2 as my list, and it is still able to do. Even if I make my set, तो भी चलेगा. Even if I make L1 as a set, see I made L1 as a set here, it is still working. Sonia, like can we do it for more than 2? No, zip will only take 2 arguments, not more. 2 लेगा, third आप दोगे, let's say something else or L2 again, it will throw an error. That element has length 3, 2 is required. So, it will only accept two values, not more than that. Anybody else is having any doubt? Shall we move to the next topic then? Okay. This is again, we have already done it. We have done it as well. Now join. We have not done join, right? Or have we done it in loops? I think we have not. Okay. Now what join will do is it will again work it will again work for text data only. It's a text operation command. So what it will do is it will join two values and will give you, like what I've given here. L is my tuple and L1 is my list. And I want that these values should be written together. Yeah, मेरी L की value एक साथ, like now they're different here. I want them to be written together. I want them to be joined. So this is a syntax, like what you want to join will come first. जैसे I want the values of one, like list L, to be joined by using these three columns. So the joining criteria or the joining step, like value you have to give in within the parenthesis. Then dot join is the inbuilt function, and where you want to apply this join is on L, so that you have to feed into this bracket. So what it came out to be, I want to join L, the values from L, using these three columns. And when I run this, you see this is my result. So initially what was my L here? 1 2 6 8 4 A. And when I given this as my joining operators, like I want them to be joined using these commands, I'm able to see the result this way. This can be any, it's not mandatory. You can just you can join, like if you want all the values to together without any space, then you can write it this way as well. You see now, all values are written together even without a space, because मैंने यहाँ कोई space नहीं दिया. If you give a like this many space here, then this will be a criteria for joining the values. Okay, you can use anything here. Simple at the rate, then your values will be joined with an at the rate. You can give a space, trailing space, and after space. This way is so whatever you feed in into this space here, that will be your joining criteria for जो भी आप यहाँ value दोगे. ठीक है? So you can give any. It's not mandatory कि आपको देना है. You can just give a space, or it's up to you. Do not give a space either. So this will join all the values from that list, tuple or जो भी है आपका. Now this above, this was for tuple L. It worked out. Now I want to join this list L1, and I don't want to join it without I don't want any spaces between the values. So when I run it, see again, I'm able to see that same result. Or if I'm giving a comma or this way, this came out to be my joining thing between the values. ठीक है, quick. Now this was for list L1 tuple L, and now I want to perform joining on the dictionary. So what it will do is it will only pick the key names. ये values नहीं उठाएगा. It will only pick the keys. So what are my keys here? K, K1, and name. Sorry, when I perform the join using this underscore and I run this, you see all the key names are picked up and the join is performed only on key. No value was picked up from the dictionary, so my join in case of dictionary will only work with key names. That is, now I've joined it without any space, so all these three key names came up to be together. I've given different joining criteria, so मेरा different joining criteria हो गया. So any confusion in join till now? Okay. Once you're done, please tell me, then we'll proceed to the next command. Okay, then most of you have done. Still anybody is remaining, otherwise then moving on to next topic. Okay. What is the error you are getting? Let me run your command. Yes. As Anusha told, should be strings. This is a text operation. You cannot perform onto these numbers. Okay. Anybody still left out that doing? आकाश हो गया अब आपका? No, this join command only works with number. If you want to convert join numbers, then you need to convert them to string and then convert them back to numbers. But ये नहीं चलेगा उस पे. Ideally integers पे नहीं चलता. You need to do the type conversion thing if you want to join. Okay. So next is string formatting. It's much more explained in this notebook. So we have done with opening a file, we have done with zip command and some of the string functions. Now we have the topic of string formatting. Just like print, what it will do is like another way to print values. You'll find whenever you search for a code or some solutions online, you'll see this kind of results as well. So there are different way to print things out in Python. So let's say the very first thing is dot format. You see these we have, let me bring it up in here. These round parentheses are called placeholders. You see we have a placeholder. I've already written that these are called placeholders. And what these placeholders are referring to, see this is a syntax. You have to follow the syntax. पहले आएगा single quotes में, like this is the theory which you want to write. Welcomes you is the theory which you want to write. Now what comes into placeholder is referred by this. जो भी आप डॉट फॉर्मेट के ब्रैकेट्स में दोगे, ओके ओके सो this is string formatting. It is used for like similar to print, but उससे बहुत different है. You when you go to internet and look for commands or code, you will see such kind of things written. So these curly braces, let me raise and tell again. So these curly braces are called placeholders. And see, इसका syntax ऐसे ही है. पहले strings में आएगा जो that is what it will be displayed. So welcomes you is the text I want to write. So this will be a text. वो हमेशा हम quotes में ही लिखेंगे. And before that, I've given this placeholder. So where the value for this placeholder comes from. So it comes from here. So whatsoever you give into this dot format and into this round brackets will be stored into this. So as seen here, as I've written here, that I've given inst is equals to Ematicus. So I've created an object inst having the value as Ematicus. When I'm saying open close parenthesis welcomes you dot format, and in brackets what I'm calling inst, and what was in the inst, this value. So it gave me when I run this command, and you see what came out to be result. The value from inst was picked up and it was stored into this, and you see it came up here. So whenever you define your placeholder, तो जो आपका print वाली command है वो उस जगह पे चली जाएगी. Let's say let me do it in the center. Now my Ematicus will come in the center. You see, so where this value for this placeholder is coming. So this placeholder will always refer to the value which you give into this dot format command. ठीक है, dot format is a function and it will take the user इसमें input जाएगा and that input will get into this placeholder. So you can change the this position for curly braces again, and wherever you put it, that value for inst will be moving at that position. ठीक है? So this is called string formatting. ये the very first. Let me bring it here now. Now this was one. I've given one placeholder, so I was only able to feed one value. Now I want to feed two values over here or multiple values. So मुझे जितने, let's say I want to give two values, and why are we giving it here? So that, let's say I can do it this way, that I can simply write Ematicus welcomes you. It can be done, but at some point you are not aware that you are your that you might, you think that your input might change. जो आपको value print करानी है, it is changing every time. So by this you can अगर मैं यहाँ पे value change कर दूंगी, I do not have to make changes into this print command. If I give something another different value, then my print will be automatically changed. तो ये इस kind of scenarios में useful होते हैं where your print command is different every time because हर बार आपका input कुछ अलग आ रहा है. Now similarly, this was, I've given one value here, so I've given one placeholder. Now instead of one, I just want more values. So I have to specify the number of placeholders to be equal to the number of values which I want to print. Now in dot format मैंने कितनी values दी है? One is Ematicus and one is Delhi. So I'm asking, I want these two values to be printed. So उसके लिए I have to specify these two placeholders, because otherwise, let's say if I delete this one, then there is a mismatch. Still, I'm able to only print the very first one. I'm not able to print Delhi. So if you want to print both of them, then you have to include two placeholders and at the place where you want the result to be. So मैंने the very first, again first come first serve, पहले इसमें Ematicus था. So Ematicus got it into this placeholder. Then Delhi was written. Delhi came up to be into this one. ठीक है? So ideally by default it will work. You give n number of placeholders, it will work. But उस placeholders के लिए आपको value भी define करनी पड़ेगी. Now when I deleted a placeholder, it was good to go. Now let's say if I delete Delhi here. Now ideally I'm having two placeholders. Let me complete. Now I've given two placeholders here and value में मैं सिर्फ एक pass करा रही हूँ. You see, it threw me an error that it is out of index, like index is out of range. It means I've given two placeholders, but many values if one the. So scenarios of such should not happen. The value which you pass in should be equal to the number of placeholders you have given. Now Akash is asking, how will it decide what to give where? Like, matlab, you're asking that as I've written, the first value will be referring by default the first. अभी नीचे वाली commands पे मत जाओ because उन पे confuse हो जाओगे. जो समझा रही हूँ उसी पे रहना अभी. So पहली value पहले placeholder को refer करेगी. Second value second placeholder को refer करेगी. And if I insert any third value here, let's say India here I'm writing, and मैं another placeholder after center डाल देती हूँ. Now this third placeholder will be referring to my third value. You see? So you're asking that if you give four placeholders and two value, try doing it, Akash. Try doing it. You'll get the solution. You're saying if you give four placeholders and two value, it will throw an error. मैंने अभी बताया तो. I just told now. The number of placeholder, let's say I've given four placeholders और मैं सिर्फ value 3 दे रही हूँ, it will throw me an error. This was just I told a second ago. So if you give the number of placeholders here, then that many values you have to give. वो mandatory है. लेकिन it's not mandatory कि let's say मैंने यहाँ पे दो placeholder दिए हैं और मैं सिर्फ value यहाँ 3 pass करा रही हूँ. This is good to go. This won't throw me an error. पहली वैल्यू जो थी वो की पहले प्लेस होल्डर में चलेगी. सेकंड वैल्यू दिल्ली की वो इसमें चलेगी. नाउ इंडिया इज लेफ्ट आउट. इट्स ओके. बट इफ आई डिफाइन 4 प्लेस होल्डर्स हियर, देन आई हैव टू डिफाइन 4 वैल्यूज. दिस इज मैंडेटरी. Otherwise, it will throw an error. Okay. So with these two commands, is anybody having any confusion? Till now, just with these two commands. By default, first value will go into this first placeholder. Second value will go into this second placeholder. Another way is you can specify the index as well. Let's say this was by default. Now let's say you want to change the values or you want to flip them. Now, ideally, this was the index for 0. Ematicus is having index 0. Delhi is having index 1. So I can specify the index as well, that I want the value which is at index 0 to be printed first and value at index 1 to be printed at second stage. So I can give this way as well, or जो ये मेरा by default था, this will also work. And the another way is you can flip the index. Now what I've given here, it was 0 and it was 1. Now I'm asking that Delhi should be printed first and then it should be followed by the index 0. Now you see it has flipped. जो मैंने by default behavior था, I've changed it by giving the index. Now Delhi will be printed at the very first instance and this Ematicus will be printed at the second instance. Maybe मैं समझा रही हूँ, I'll give time to code. I was just explaining here. Clear? So, anybody is having any doubt in these 4 lines? Okay, then let me share it with you. So you can just change, or given the values, you just give the index value here 0, 1 or 1, 0. Just leave it blank. So automatically it will pick the value. First value for first placeholder, second value for second placeholder. Okay, these are called string formatting. करके देखो, is anybody having, if anybody is having any error, please tell me. So is everybody good to go? What about others? बाकी सबका हो गया? Only Arzu and Anusha. Okay, Anshul is also good to go. Okay, then moving on. You can do it this way as well. That is, you specify a list of values, and from that list specify what is to become, has to come first. So what was 0? This was my value 0 at index 0, and this is the value at index 1. So I'm just picking up the value. I'm not doing any hard code here. I'm not writing the values. I'm just picking कि अगर मेरी value यहाँ पे change हो जाए, let's say it's 1 here and Delhi underscore 1 here. So automatically, if any change is happening to this list, that change gets come in here as well. So अगर hard code करूँगी तो वो change फिर मुझे यहाँ explicitly लिखना पड़ेगा. Now initially again the same thing, value at index 0 will be, I've given indexes here. So it is picking up the respective values. Now since I've made a change here, my result will be different. You see now it came out to be Matrix underscore 1 and then Delhi underscore 1. Okay, so you can do it this way as well, that you can create a separate list, and from that list using indexing you can refer to the elements here. You can flip them as well, that is one, and as we did prior earlier, so it can be done this way. Okay, then now what I've done here is, till now we were referring elements either by default or either by indexing. So what is done here, Delhi is getting referred by, give me a second. Okay, now what I'm writing here, temp. So what is my temp? I'm creating a variable in my dot format. So where in temp I'm storing this value Ematicus. So if I'm calling temp here, so it will automatically call this value. Like it will call this value of Ematicus, and after this welcomes you to its ABC. And what ABC is in my dot format? I've created another object of ABC and the value is world for that. Okay. Now if I'm calling ABC here, it will pick the value world, and again I've given index 0. So what is my 0 index? The value is at Delhi. Okay. Now you see respective values. मैंने पहले temp दिया, then instead of this keyword temp, I've gotten this value. तो उसकी value stored थी, that is printed. After that, what was ABC referring to? Is referring to world. So I've gotten world here, and then what was index 0 referring to? So it was referring to Delhi. You see, so by just giving the index values or by giving the object name, I'm able to access the values and I'm able to print them. Okay. Then one just last thing here. We have, आप बताओ, this is the value at index. The very first value will always have the index 0. This is index 1 and this is index 2. पहले सबसे पहले लिखा है ना Delhi, so index 0. Clear हुआ आकाश? Like it's written first, so it is having index 0, first value. Confusion है अभी भी आकाश या anybody else is having? Yeah, but still values can be accessed. See, like we did here. हमने यहाँ पे भी तो indexing दिया था ना 0,1. It is taking into values and it is okay. Values are getting stored in form of tuple here. You see, this is a bracket. Values are getting stored in form of tuple. ये जो by default value लेता है ये form of tuple लेता है, तो indexing is there. Indexing can be performed onto this dot format. Like when I've removed one placeholder. Okay, sorry. When I remove this one value from here, that is mismatch of placeholder and value, what did you get? Tuple index out of range. It is taking in values in form of tuple. Okay. Now this was like we have assigned objects or variable where they were storing some value. Now there is also a way to do it. Like I can define a value first, then followed by these keywords and their respective values. And if I do it this way, that if I'm defining a keyword and the respective value in the at index 0 and uske baad I'm just specifying values, then this will throw an error. So it has to be always that in this way, that you specify your values first and then key value pair or these are like objects or जो हम store करते हैं values will come at later stage once you are defined with your values. So you have to be careful कि like I've done here, I've given an object name GFG having value Delhi. I was trying to do that and then I gave later on the name Imatica. So it threw me an error that positional arguments followed keyword. वैसे नहीं चलेगा. If you have to give it, then write Imaticus first and then followed by this keyword and the respective value. So it takes values this way. It won't accept any key value pair prior. So पहले ये value accept करेगा and then this key value pair will be accepted. Clear? क्या समझ रहे हैं आकाश, बताओ इसमें. जैसे हमने यहाँ पे we gave the key value pair here, पहले हमने क्या दिया था value, right? उसके बाद हमने key value pair दिया था. ABC was referring to world, temp was referring to Marticus. But let's say I want to do it this way. I want to create an object which is referring to Delhi at first, that is index 0, and उसके बाद I just want a simple value to write. So these kind of things cannot happen. So पहले आपको सिर्फ standalone values ही लिखनी पड़ेंगी and after that only you can define this key value pair. जैसे मैंने पहले दिया, it threw me an error that follows keyword argument. तो पहले आपको standalone values लिखनी पड़ेंगी just like this Semanticus I've given here, and then only you can create objects which are having some reference to a value. ठीक है, इसको पहले लिखोगे तो error आएगा. जैसे we have written here in the end, so you could do this way, like we have defined Delhi. हमने पहले Delhi define किया, उसके बाद हमने key value pair बनाया, then it was good to go. बट अगर मैं इसका ऑर्डर चेंज कर दूं, मैं इसको पहले लिखूंगी, इट विल थ्रो मी एन एरर. ओके, या गुड टू गो. So we are done with string formatting mostly. थोड़ा कुछ रह गया which we'll do later. So any confusion so far? These are called string formatting. We have done writing to a file. हमारा basic data types cover हो गया. So any questions so far in any of the topic? अगर at some point आपको ज्यादा लगे कि स्पीड ज्यादा है तो मुझे बता देना. I'll slow down. So I don't have any problem slowing down, but आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. The main purpose is आपको समझ में आना चाहिए. Okay, then no questions. Do the practice part, and कुछ error हो तो बताना. We'll do it in next class, and then we'll yes, we'll do it like practice करना, and then if there is any error, please tell me. We'll discuss and we'll solve that, and then we'll move to next topic. ठीक है? Okay. Thank you everybody. Thank you. So Alok sir, we are done with today's session. So thank you. Thank you everybody.
Very fine, Sujata. I'm
हाँ
here.
जी
Yes,
sir.
I'm here.
Okay sir. Thank you sir.
Okay. Thanks, Sujata. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Practice a lot and take care. See you next weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Bye everybody.
Okay.
Bye sir.
Bye. Signing off now. Bye.